All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for May 18th through the 25th, 2025, but the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. Okay, so finally, this interesting. First card out is you have everything you need inside of you. You have the keys within you. Meditate to find what you seek. Solitude, be the magician, unlock your mind. Let's see if it's gonna focus over here. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. Ta-da. And then second card out, free yourself. Allow yourself to imagine again. Be the real you. Get back to basics. You are free. Be a kid again. Be weird, unique, fearless, creative, and imaginative. Believe in magic again. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. And last card out is it's a vibe. You just feel / know something, good or bad. Vibes give insight to the things that we can't physically see. Anything that moves your soul is a vibe. Trust the vibes. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. So as you can see, it took a really long time to pull these cards because it's like we're in a corridor of void space energy. Like it says on this card, solitude. It's like we've gone into, I don't know if you can see, and I'll try to get it on both angles, but here it's like it's the ladders coming out of like the cave, the little keyhole, the cavern. It's like we are currently in an energy of like this cave, going through a cave, coming out of a cave. It just feels, I've been saying this to two of my really good friends. I'm just in a weird space right now, and I've been feeling very reclusive, not wanting to be posting, not wanting to be online, not wanting to be social, just trying to kind of like be in my own energy in solitude. And this is it feels like it's because we're coming up on a time of, I said it in a recent podcast video, of like hulking up. It's like a hulking up time and energy that's taking place right now, and it feels very much like, I don't know, it feels very much like there is something big brewing. What do I mean by something big brewing? It's like I don't know why this one over here keeps drooping. That's super frustrating. Anyways, but it's like there's this time that we're entering into, of where we're like leaving out of one way of being and existing to become this newer, greater version of ourselves. But like it's requiring a lot of shifts within us. It's requiring a lot of changes at the both physical and spiritual levels. And during these changes, it's requiring us to go within and be in solitude and kind of have this upgrading and processing time and integration time, and it readjusting to what it is that you want, recalibrating to what it is that you truly want for your highest timeline, for your highest good, for your destined path right now. It's like a rerouting is taking place at the soul level, but only you can decide which path you're going to travel on, right? Once you come out of this tunnel, it's like you're going to be presented with multiple different ways that you can, multiple different paths are going to be presented before you. And only you taking this time to go within and to have this solitude and to feel into what it is that your soul is truly asking you for, what it is that your soul is truly craving for, is going to be able to navigate you on your highest path. There's no right or wrong path here. I want to put that out there. Like, I want to put the disclaimer out there. You're always going to end up, regardless what path you choose, you're always going to end up where you're destined to be. But is just, you're going to have different outcomes along the way. You're going to experience different things, people, places, and things, depending upon what path it is that you choose to go on, is what it feels like is the biggest difference here, right? So it's like maybe one path has more, I don't know, abundance, easier abundance on one path. Maybe one path has more meaningful relationships and connections and opportunities. Maybe Another path has, more solitude or more, doing things solely. It's something like it feels like these are the differences on these different paths that are going to be or that are currently, again, everybody's on a different timeline. So either that you're going to be or are currently on or will be presented to you, right? And so only by going within and having this time in solitude right now will you be able to kind of sort out this stuff within you and be like, this is something that I've outgrown and I no longer want for my highest timeline, or this is something that I still do want for my highest timeline. This is something that I've outgrown, don't need. This is something that I still would like to have. It's like, what is this? It's like an abacus. Is that an abacus? Move it here, move here, move here, move here. It's like this is what I see, like moving the pieces to calculate what path is going to be most beneficial for you at this current point in your soul's growth and ascension. Yeah, because it feels like your mind's going through an upgrade. Your mind is going through a clearing out to get onto this new system to help you get back into being this creative, imaginative, free version of self right now. But it's like you had to do a lot of internal introspection and work to get here, to unlock this, to break free from this. I don't know what this energy is. It's like something had you hemmed up for like a really long time from young age, from childhood, that you're now breaking free from, that you're now breaking out of, and in reclaiming the kid part of you, uh the the kid part of you, the kid that's like, we're going on an adventure and everything is just like adventures and childlike wonder. The childlike mindset is very much this, is you getting back to the basics of who and what you are or were when you were a child. Things that, because kids just, everything is great and hunky-dory for kids. Like, kids are never freaking out and stressed out about things, and the things that adults grow up and think are like necessities to have to be happy and to be comfortable and to be quote unquote successful is like a totally different world in a child's mind. Presently, it's like that's what God source universe is asking you to really sit down and sleuth out in your mind, is like, what is it really like at the ground zero point of yourself, in that childlike mindset of you, in your heart and soul, in that child position of yourself. What is it that truly, truly makes you you? What is it that truly, truly lights you up? What is it that truly, truly brings you happiness and joy and passion? And what makes you feel free? What makes you feel alive? What makes you thrive? And loving all the weirdness, quote unquote, about yourself, and loving all the things that, people made you 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. The people made you feel like you couldn't be. When you were a kid, we came out the womb exactly as we were supposed to be, perfectly as we were supposed to be, perfectly in line and in tune with our soul's mission and destiny and purpose and our highest self. And then it's like, again, the world kind of told us like, no, 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 you can't be that, and that's not acceptable, and you have to X, Y, and Z, and this and that and the third. And then that's not it. That's not. So now it's like you're going back to like, coming full circle here. You're going back to the basics of who you were before the world told you that you couldn't be. And it's a really heavy process, which, I mean, as I'm saying this now, I'm hearing it as the observer, right? Because when I'm doing these channelings, like, it's not me consciously speaking, it's me kind of taking back seat. I'm aware of what's happening to a degree, but not But they've made it abundantly clear that this is also something that I'm currently going through right now, because for like the last week I've been saying, what's wrong with me? Why am I so tired? Why am I feeling like this? And as I said at the beginning of the recording, I've been talking to, two of my friends and telling them kind of like, this is what's going on with me. And they brought it to my attention here right now for me to consciously be aware of. It's like this. It's so heavy for those of you who have not experienced what it is that I'm talking about right now. It's a lot, and it's something that's happening not just on one plane of existence. Like, it's happening on the mental, it's happening on the emotional, it's happening on the spiritual, it's happening on the energetic, it's happening externally and internally within you. It's like so much taking place. Not only that, but Uranus now is coming out of Taurus, and July will be the time that it leaves Taurus and goes into Gemini after 7 years of being in Taurus. And Uranus is about the shakeup. It brings like change. It brings sudden surprises and shifts and things of this nature. And Taurus is all about the stability, right? And it doesn't like these things. So, when it started 7 years ago, that was at 2018. And that we were getting ready to enter into the pandemic time. So it's like a lot of really crazy stuff was going on. But just recently here locally in Tennessee, we had a 4.1 magnitude earthquake. 5, those of you who like the numerology, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is the change number. And it's been just an infinite amount of things going on. I've been constantly seeing the 555s around, and it's so much that's being upheaved. Is that the right usage there? Anyways, you know what I'm saying. A lot there's like an upheaval taking place. And a lot of this has been in the preparation for, again, trying to like getting you back to the basics of who and what you were and have always been, before the earth put its grimy paws. Earth, the creatures of earth put its grimy paws and indentions, on you. And so this whole stripping away and like dredging up of these imposed things and limitations and masks and false selves and things of this nature is what's currently being excavated currently. And it's a lot. It's very heavy. It's very draining. It's exhausting. There's a lot of emotions that come up with it. And I think it's really important to give yourself grace and compassion at this time, and allow yourself to rest without question, without feeling guilty, without regret, without X, Y, and Z. Say no when you don't feel like doing something because you just don't have the energy. Like, you don't have to explain your no's to people. I'm saying this also to a reminder for myself. Like, you don't have to explain why you're saying no to somebody or to something or to some opportunity. It's just, you just know. No, I ain't got it. And let it be that. And kind of segueing into the last card out here is it's a vibe thing. Good or bad, vibes give insight to the things that we can't physically see. Anything that moves your soul is a vibe, and trust the vibes. Like, yeah, because right now, where you're going through all of this, your biggest blessing and gift right now is tuning into your heart and soul to feel what and who is or is not in alignment with you. When something is or is not in alignment with you to be doing or to participate in, or whatever the case may be, your heart and soul, your sonar system will be able to accurately guide you on what it is that your heart and soul is craving currently right now, what is in alignment with you. And your job is to just follow it without question, because again, this is you're going to feel the clash of leaving out of, up until July, this coming July, you're going to feel the clash of Taurus trying so hard to hold on to like things that make logical, tangible sense, things that you're familiar with, things that keep you feeling comfortable in. Taurus does not like change whatsoever. Taurus will literally dig its hooves hooves and double down even when something is, they can clearly tell, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, X, Y, and Z. This Taurus will double down on it because it doesn't like change. It doesn't like, losing its stability, its structure, the things that it's familiar and comfortable with. But up until July, August-ish, August-ish time, there's going to be this frictional type of energy that's going to be very present when it comes to your logical mind wanting to kind of take the reins on things, and that's not what we can't do that right now. You have to be able to follow your intuitive nudges without your logical mind trying to pull you back in because it's not making logical, tangible sense. It's not, things aren't in alignment logically or tangibly. So with that being said, that's what I got on those three cards. And the card that is at the bottom of the deck is he said, she said, I rolls. The streets are talking. What's new? Who cares? Let them talk. Focus on what makes you happy. You cannot please everyone. Keep growing, keep glowing, and don't read or respond to comments. And yeah, it just feels like is because you've dropped the mask of playing the role that you never really were to begin with, just to fit in, and you've gotten back to your basics and your authentic self, and people are like, what are they doing? Nobody said that, nobody gave them permission to step out of character, to break out of the role that we put them in. Nobody gave them permission to leave the box that we created for them. Nobody said that this was okay, kind of situation. And I feel like for the most part, that's really what it is. It's like people are, when you break free, every time that you break free, it is like the alarm ripple goes out across the ethers, and everybody's like, they're no longer a part of the charade and the shenanigans, and we must do something. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it feels like more than anything to me. It just feels like people are pissed off because you're no longer a part of the charade. You're no longer on the puppet strings, and you don't give a shit about what people are thinking, and that's what it feels like. And so be it. Let people have their own little drama party on their own. Like, we don't have time for this shit. And yeah, and do you continue to be who you really are, be your authentic self, be your weird, unique, fearless self, and don't worry about the outside noise and outside commentary and what people think that you should be doing. You've spent enough of your life being who and what people thought that you should be, doing what people wanted you to do against your soul's own wants and needs, right? You've lived enough of your life for people who don't give a shit about you and don't support who and what you truly are and what it is that you've come here to do. F these people, and I say that with my full chest out. F these people. And with that being said, that's what I have for y'all. I hope this was helpful, and until next time, I'll see you, V Squad.